Not every geek with a Commodore 64 can hack into NASA.
This one's dedicated to all the hackers. Even out, settle scores quick. My disaster recovery requires even more discs. Put your bytes up, prove it or you forfeit. Got my C64 and we blew it into orbit. And Bison with 8 straight perfects. Overload emotions make hate break circuits. In case you heard, it's a name fake service. Optimize our runtime to escape verdicts. Got an integer scope flow that they can't sign. Passing code, didn't sanitize command lines, landmine. So before they'll see me after, I'm advice star, courage, woke plus velociraptor. Don't prove we're human unless we really have to. My team built schemes that destroy, recapture. Hate what they see. Finish this chapter. By the way, we're not any geeks, we hack into NASA. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Got this vodka and this Red Bull, they still give me wings. So we drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. 0 through 3, we're in every single ring. I'm just waiting till my BlackBerry dies, cause I'll replace it with the Raspberry Pi. Don't compare to this track, it makes everything they said dull. Neutralize any threat, turn Red Skull to Dev Null. They killed virus writers that we mentioned, but instead they ascended to the VX heavens, then reincarnate as live wires. Still inside we hide ciphers and sign device drivers. Which school will we hit next? They didn't learn the format, so we've got a print F. Next step is a chin check. Freestyles that I spit best, they didn't decrypt yet. I crush internet MCs and rhyme battles. Get your Wi-Fi tackled, hacked by pineapple. I don't think you'll like my Snapple, cause I popped it with vodka in a cyanide capsule. We drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Got this vodka and this Red Bull, they still give me wings. So we drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things.
You know there's gonna be security, right?
First we drink all the booze, then hack all the things. Then backdoor the firmware on anything you bring, regardless of the hardware, service or encoding. Connected to the internet and someone's gonna own it. This is for the pirates that clap and love the sound. Attacking from the cloud, then we're back in underground. There's no masking from us now. We pop tor nodes around the globe, track and hunt you down. Hacked on schedule, added to your calendar. Devices online, here comes another challenger. State infiltrated, so undercover. This is for my comrades who stare at the debuggers and trace every buffer. Examining the code flow, haven't been to sleep, better pop another no-dose. I think I'll need a planet-sized urn, cause some men just wanna watch the world burn. Your turn.
We stay out of jail.
Technologically possible, yeah.
Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Got this vodka and this Red Bull, they still give me wings. So we drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. 0 through 3, we're in every single ring.
I mean, these servers have more firewalls than the devil's bedroom.
Hack all the things. Drink all the booze. Hack all the things. Hack all the things. Hack all the things. Things. 0 through 3, we're in every single ring. Hack all the things.
Yeah, well, good luck, man.
Drink all the booze. Hack all the things. Got this vodka and this Red Bull, they still give me wings. Drink all the things. Drink all the vodka and hack all the booze. Drink all the booze. Hack all the hackers. Hack all the
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone around, welcome to UHC.
Got this vodka and this Red Bull, they still give me wings. Drink all the things. Drink all
Yes, guess who's back in the house? It's me. Hi. Hello, everyone. Good night, everyone. How y'all doing? It's me, Marina. I am back to presenting UHC tonight for y'all for tonight's match. And I hope y'all ready because this is going to be a big one. We have a lot of very nice guests tonight with us. And I would like to welcome them to the stream to just chat with me so you can get to know a little bit more of our guests. And yeah, so we have Infamous Joe here with us. What up, Joe?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. I'm delighted. How about you?
Oh, I'm excited. I've been waiting for this all week, so I'm ready to get started.
Have you watched some of the previous editions, or this is just your first?
So I did check out the YouTube. I saw the one with Nahamsek. I think it was semifinals round 6, which was a pretty good one. A lot of sequel map in that one, but excited to see what challenges we have today in the boxes.
All right, that sounds like fun. Do you wanna talk a little bit about yourself and just let everyone know a little bit about yourself as well?
Yeah, so I've been in DevSecOps for about the past 5 years. I work for a security company named CyberArk. We focus mainly on like the secrets management side of things, least privilege, stuff like that. So my, I'm not as tuned into the a lot of the different older legacy ways of gaining footholds on things, through the Linux system. I tend to stay in Jenkins, Ansible, all of the different automation tools that make up, the supply chain that's come into the news lately. But on top of that, I still have my developer background. I was a developer for quite a while. So I do have a lot of open source projects out there on GitHub that really focus on making it easier for people who write source code to be able to use the OS provided tools in order to secure secrets, be able to grab them just in time, things like that. So you can check me out on GitHub and go through all my open source work too.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the aquarium also.
Yeah, I'm in Florida, so you got to keep a little bit of Florida in the background. You know what I mean?
That's extra nice. Okay, so we also have another guest tonight. Y'all may know him as Alhaz Red. I cannot say handles, y'all. I am very shitty with saying handles. I'm very sorry.
You did very well. Cthulhu Fatagan to you, Marina. How are you both today?
We good.
So I guess Infamous Joe did a little introduction of himself. I am a red teamer who works for a large consultant company. I do advanced adversary threat emulation. I guess you could call it. I'm the guy who pretends to be APTs. So Cobalt Strike is my core tool, and CyberArk is my mortal enemy.
Ooh, boy, spicy.
Today,
so we have a little bit of animosity on the stream tonight, chat. Yeah, I actually went up against CyberArk in my assessment this past week, and we got him anyways. So joke's on you.
Yeah,
but you have a great platform, but they didn't implement it as well as they could have.
Sounds about right. Yep. Yep. So it's quite all right.
Yeah. I'm also a Twitch streamer on this fine platform. Some of you in chat look like they're aware. Yeah.
All right, we starting strong tonight, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Yep.
Very nice, very very chill night tonight. Thank you both for being here. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's match. Have you ever watched UHC before, or is this your first time?
I've seen UHC quite a few times. I'm a fan.
I won't say that I've seen you on chat several times, rating the channel, never seen it. Just gonna pretend that I actually don't know you so we can do the whole magical host knows guest live. But yes, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. It's really, really cool knowing that you've been here with us for so long.
Thanks for doing what you do. I'm happy to be here to support it.
Alrighty, so let's check what do we have here on tonight's scripts for myself to read. I do have to explain a little bit of the UHC. Sometimes we have newcomers here coming to watch for the first time, and they get very confused. What up, IPSEC here in the chat? So if y'all don't know, UHC is a CTF, is a live CTF happening every month now. Every month has a new edition. The champion of tonight's match is going to face the champion of all the other matches as well in a final. Tonight's, I think we're going to have a few flags, maybe 3 or 4. Ipsec is in the chat. He can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, we're on our 7th semifinal. We already had a few winners. We had Big O, Silesian, Luska, Tiny Boy, and Otafe, Watchdog as well. They're the 6th previous winners. A lot of them from Brazil, but Tiny Boy is from India, and Otafe is from United Kingdom, and Watchdog is from United Kingdom as well. So as you can see, we do have people from everywhere around the globe playing UHC. So if you want to play UHC on a next semifinal, you can. If you just want to learn, if you don't want to compete, if you just want to hang out and play around, that's fine too. You can just join the Discord. You can ask for the very rude bot here on the chat for the Discord link, and Nightbot can give you the link. You just type !Discord, and there you are. The bot can give you a bunch of commands as well that you can use for tonight's chat. Here there is the list of commands. Yeah, y'all can chat with Nightbot. He's just very freaking rude, unnecessarily rude. But bots. What can you do? The big final is going to be in July, and it's going to happen in São Paulo because UHC is originally from Brazil. Therefore, we do have 2 live streams happening at the same time. We have the Brazilian live stream and we have the English live stream here, which we are right now. And at the end of UHC tonight, it's going to last for either 3 hours or whoever gets all flags. Whichever happens first, then that marks the end of the championship tonight. And then we merge both live streams. We go together with our Brazilian folks, and we're going to interview the winner, and we're going to interview the staff to get to know a bit of the walkthrough of the challenges and to have like more of a technical perspective of everything that happened tonight together. So yeah, stay with us till the end, and you can meet everyone together, and we can do the interview, and you can also meet the champion as well. So I see Len here on the backstage. He joined us a little bit later tonight. Len, I'm gonna put you on screen to join us a little bit. There you go. What up?
Que pasa?
How you doing?
Doing well.
Doing
a little
fine.
Disappointed in Joe. He cut his beard.
I did, yeah. So Len and I now outnumber the red teamers on this particular stream because Len works with me at CyberArk. So
oh boys, this is going great. This is so nice. Not awkward
Quality
at
over
all
quantity.
for myself. Very comfortable. What up, Len? How you
more
doing?
Than just work for CyberArk.
Do you want to talk a little bit about yourself? Introduce to our chat here.
Well, let's see. A little bit about myself. Former black hat for most of my life. Rode with I was a 1%er outlaw biker for about 15 years. Currently, I'm one of the leading world experts on transhumanism. I have 7 microchips in my body for the sole purposes of offensive technologies. I'm an international security speaker and have spoken in 29 different countries and major events globally.
That's cool.
And I've been breaking in and making computers do things that they shouldn't do since back in the Commodore days.
Haven't we all? That sounds nice. That sounds like home. All right, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I'm just gonna continue to explain a little bit of UHC so we can get to the championship as soon as we can. The staff here is with us on backstage, and Isa. Hi, Isa. Thank you so much for helping us tonight. And she's gonna let me know whenever we can jump onto the Discord server so we can start watching the players' screens. Yeah, they are still going into the respective rooms, so they are getting ready. All right, so we still have a couple minutes to go. And yeah, I would like to say if y'all want to watch UHC happening real time, you can go to the Discord server, and not only you can participate of the community and talk to all the players and be part of the chat there while the championship is happening. You can also participate on the qualifying rounds as well there on the Discord. They announce all the qualifying rounds there. And if you're tier 3 here on Twitch, you can access all the players' screens real time. Like, you don't have to get attached to what's happening here on the live stream, because I'm gonna only show a screen at a time here. But if you have tier 3, you can watch all of them as much as you want back there in the Discord. So you just go and have your fun. If not, you can just hang out here with us with the commentaries. And that's pretty much it. I would like to thank our sponsors for tonight's match. We do have Hack the Box as a diamond sponsor, which is amazing. They're the official creators of all of the season 1 challenges. So thank you so much. Ipsek's here on the chat with us, and Ipsek is a big player here on the UHC challenges. I mean, owner of a lot of them, if not all of them. So thank you so much, Ipsek, for all your efforts. It's going to be fun to watch tonight's match. We have Varonis and Hecate and Boitotek's support tonight. They're all from Brazil. Varonis is an infosec company from Brazil. Hecate as well, my own company actually. And Boitotek is a very nice community back from Brazil as well. They're technically amazing. They're very engaged. A lot of them watched UHC for months, years now. We can say years now. All right, and just a quick reminder before we start with the presentation of our players of tonight's match is about the store. We do have a store, the hackingesports.com.br/store, where you can buy stuff. You can buy stuff like t-shirts, like this one. You can buy mugs. You can buy stickers. You can buy a bunch of swag there on the store. And here on Twitch, we also have the Twitch store. So if you scroll down on your Twitch channel here, you can find that you can buy a bunch of stuff here on the store to mess with the championship as we go. So you can buy time off the scoreboard and just throw everyone off their games. You can buy a player's screen time to show here on the stream so other players can't see what's happening in a specific screen or so forth. You can buy hints to help the players. You can buy a bunch of stuff to mess around with the championship yourself. So you're also part of the CTF tonight here on the chat. And I think that's it of information that I had. I'm very tired of speaking. Spoke a shit ton, so let's go to our to our players of tonight's match. Isa, you can play the video. That was cool. We do have a lot of Titans playing tonight. We have a bunch of newcomers, but we also have veterans here for the match. This is going to be fun. Wade from Brazil. I mean, y'all know Wade, right? If you don't know Wade, Wade is a huge titan. He won 1,000 times before when UHC had an edition per week. Wade was a monster. I think he won like 7 times or maybe more. I can't remember. So yeah, he is a very strong competitor tonight. And computer technician from Brazil. Computer technician is the translation of his handle. He's newcomer. Takram from Brazil is a newcomer. Scallop from Brazil is not a newcomer. We have a veteran here. He almost won the last edition. And yeah, that's awesome. We do have very, very good players tonight. This is gonna be great. Quick reminder before we do start the Discord sharing is about the bets. Yes, you can bet on whoever is gonna win tonight's CTF. You're here to bet on hacking, y'all. If you didn't know. You can use your Twitch points. We do not use money for betting on hacking. And you can use your Twitch points. You can get Twitch points here in the chat by just engaging and chatting and talking. To know how many points you have, you just have to type exclamation point points, and you're gonna get to know. And to bet, you just have to write exclamation point bet. And you can choose the player's Discord room number to bet on the player that you think is going to win. I'm going to share the Discord pretty soon so you can know in whichever player you want to bet on. And you have to do that fast, okay? Because the bets are closed in like an hour or so. So you have to bet now. If you wait for like, oh, I'm going to wait to see whoever get more points in the scoreboard by the end, you're not going to bet.
So we can bet too, right? Like it's not. Oh, perfect. I'm in on this.
We can all bet. We can buy stuff from the store. We can just fuck it up.
That sounds good to me.
Have your fun, yo.
This is going to be the biggest Gambia of the month.
Oh, I like it. Okay, coming with your Portuguese vocab, flexing.
Obrigado.
All right, let me see if
all I need is a little guarana, and I'm good to go.
You're almost Brazilian, boy. Let me check.
Hey, I love my Brazilian people, man.
Thank you. We appreciate it. For those who are not understanding, I'm Brazilian. If you haven't noticed, because of my broken English, yes, it's because it's not my mother language. I'm from Brazil.
Speaks in absolutely perfect English at all times.
I know.
And it says her English is broken. Okay.
Your English is better than my Portuguese. Yeah, your English is still better than my Portuguese.
It's the Texas, y'all. It's the Texas in me.
Her English is better than my English.
Nah, come on. Don't be like that.
I'm in Texas.
You're in Texas as well? What up?
Where you at?
Austin.
No shit. I'm in Elgin.
Oh, okay. I have no idea. I am very bad at America.
If you're in Austin, I am 30 minutes from Austin.
Oh, shit. Okay, so you're my neighbor.
Yeah.
You could have done this together.
That's cool. Now we know.
Yeah, we'll have to, if and when we can ever, Dripping Springs. Hell yeah.
What's up?
Texas in the house. I like it.
Oh, boy. Okay, so we're in for a treat tonight. I think I can already share my Discord, right, Isa? Can you just do like this in the chat? Yep. Okay, so let me share my Discord. There we go, and watch stream, and we're on, people. We're officially live. All right, can y'all see my screen? It's kind of shitty, right? Let me try to fix this. There we go. It's a little bit better.
All right, I think I got my bet in time. I put it all on a single person, but I don't think it shows in the Twitch chat.
Always so wise.
Joe, I'm not playing.
I went all in.
All right. Okay. And can I just... Nope, I fucked it up. Oh, shite. Wait a minute. God darn it, Discord. I don't know how to Discord anymore. All right, here we go. Once again.
Yeah, they're already off to the races.
Yeah.
Yep. I saw Rust scan. The Rust stations rejoice.
Yeah, I saw that too. I'm watching Jordan right now. I haven't used Rust Scan yet.
Neither have I. Like, I feel like there's a new Nmap clone every week. In a new like the first thing you do in a new programming language is write an Nmap clone.
Yep, and then the second thing you do
And
is
the second one is Netcat.
Yeah.
Netcat or Mimi Cats.
Yeah, Rust Scan I just found a couple days ago. I haven't tried it yet though. I do like GoBuster though. That was a newer Derby or Durbuster.
GoBuster's good.
Yeah, I use GoBuster quite a lot. Ferox Buster is the new hotness, and that's written in Rust. But I don't really care for it because one time it didn't find a directory that I really wanted to find, and I've been not using it out of spite ever since then.
We all have those tools that you try somebody gives you, and you're like, "This is garbage."
And it was in the word list?
It was in the word list. Yeah, I'm at a loss to figure out why it didn't find it.
Yeah, that's weird.
I just know I spent a long time spinning my wheels for no reason.
So just so everyone knows, here we have Jordan on room number 1. We have Torugo on room number 2. We have Wade on room number 4. We have a computer technician here on room number 5. We have My Donut on room number 7, and we have Scallop on room number 8. I think a few players are still going to the correct rooms, because we have room number 3, 6, 9, and 10 still empty. So Isa, if you can let me know here on the chat what happened, and we can actually give people the right information for betting. And that is what we know so far. I am freaking gonna bet on Wade.
Yeah, I put all my dime on My Donut. So let's go, My Donut. I'm coming into your room right now. I'm gonna watch you.
Y'all can jump around and
donut too, Joe.
What's that?
So you went after the donut too?
Yeah, man. I love donuts. I'm drinking coffee. My donut goes well with coffee. Like, why not? Just goes hand in hand.
Dude, your Discord background is Homer Simpson.
Disappearing into the weeds. Let's see where we're at. My Donut.
we are watching My Donut now. If y'all see anything interesting, just let me know and I can put here on the screen. And the night is yours, boys.
So we're just seeing a lot of the early enumeration right now. Like Torugo is doing WP scan, enumerating plugins, all the normal stuff that you do with a WordPress blog. It looks like he's found a nice little uploads directory that he's trying to that he's enumerating at the moment.
Yeah, My Donut's going the PHP route right now.
You know, it's moments like this that I really, really despise the fact that I live in the middle of nowhere and have nothing better than 4G LTE.
You got to do something about that, bud.
Well, you don't have COVID in that area, do you? I've heard the COVID comes from the 5G.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
It's the vaccine.
Oh,
right?
the big one I got. No, this is what they gave me. My vaccine in my hand. That's where you get the big micro. That's the microchip from the vaccine.
What is that in there?
That's an RFID NFC programmable chip that I use to pop mobile devices just by holding them.
Nice.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, Joe, the peg leg should be coming here within the next 2 months.
Awesome.
I have an extra. You want to join the collective?
There we go. My donut just realized it's WordPress.
Come on, donut. Plugins directory.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know, there was about 90 plugins that were exploited. Right? They had backdoor added to them. I wonder if one of those plugins may be loaded to this WordPress site here.
Well,
Well, it looks like he
Let's
did.
find
He
out.
found. It looks like Torugo has found something.
Yeah, I'm switching over there. Room number 2.
I'm trying to figure out what exactly he
Oh.
found because I just popped over here and he's
Donut.
looking at WP config.
Oh. Yeah, he was originally browsing through the uploads directory, which was able to be listed. He must have found
Looks
something
like-
there.
Yeah, he must have found I believe he found a backup of the WP config, which, if you watch my stream, contains the database
Joe.
credentials.
Right.
Joe, come back over to donut.
Oh yeah. Can they hear us?
Yes, they can. That's part of the mind games. They can watch both of the streams if they want. They have 3 hours to go through all the flags. People in the chat can also fuck with the championship by buying stuff from the Twitch store, and they can try to watch both streams to see if we're gonna just casually drop hints, just call their attention to something, or if we're gonna lead them into a rabbit holes. Like it's all part of the mind games.
Nice. This will be a fun 3 hours then.
I think Lan is probably having some problems here, so I'm just gonna take him off screen so he can try to come back.
So now he's got credentials. He's added some fine additions to his collection. He's looking for a place to use them. This is an interesting situation where he's found credentials, and he doesn't have a login page to test them against.
It's Torigo, right? I feel
Yeah.
like it's the furthest along right now. I haven't checked on Wade. I don't know if anybody else has.
I think he's the only one who's found the credentials so far. I'm gonna have to bop around a little bit.
Okay.
See, I would with this leave a reply stuff. I'm thinking stuff like cross-site scripting and server-side template injection at this moment.
Right.
So I think most of them are kind of tunneled on that and then kind of skipped the whole WP scan directory enumeration part of the equation here, which very I very very commonly do.
Well,
in
not only that,
situations like that.
they're in a race against each other, so it's easy to skip the simpler enumeration that when you see something that you just feel is going to be the path, you would venture down it a little bit more than if you were in an engagement trying to just like take a look at the full landscape first and have a little bit more time to buy.
Stupid pillow fell off my chair.
Oh yeah, sorry, y'all. I forgot to mute the Discord sounds. Just give me a quick second. People
Yeah,
here.
if you put Discord in streamer mode, it should fix that problem.
It is though.
That's odd. It might be coming through someone else's audio.
Yeah, it might be me. It might be my.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Let me change over to Wade, and we'll see if you guys hear it. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was not me. Bye.
If I go into streamer mode on
Okay.
Discord, though, you said that it'll.
It does look like Jordan has found the credentials as well, and is kind of in a similar situation to Torugo at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like Wade's going back to Nmap again. He did find the backup of the WP config, however.
Wade, you mean?
Wade did, yes.
Okay. That's who
Now,
we're
if
watching
this
right
is
now.
a Linux machine, I'm curious to see if PwnKit is just a free root once you get a shell. I'm assuming it is a Linux machine.
I haven't caught anyone's nmap enough to see if it returns.
Yeah, me neither.
I think it just had 22 and 80 open, which indicates probably
Okay.
a Linux machine.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, it looks like Wade is attempting to log into WordPress at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave the WP config database username and password a go.
Yep.
Just seeing if maybe they matched. They don't. I want to see where he goes with this. See if he goes a different direction than Tarugo.
Now there is more information in that WP config than just those database credentials. So I'm curious if perhaps you have the keys that generate the session tokens in there. So in theory, you could forge your own session token using the information in that file.
Correct. That's what I was thinking.
What is TPL map? I don't think I've used that one before.
I'm aware of it. It's like SQL map for server-side template injection.
Okay, cool. That makes sense then. Now the name makes sense.
We did have someone asking here in the chat, how can we participate? Y'all can participate in UHC actively playing by joining the Discord server. There in the Discord server, you get to know a little bit more about the qualifying rounds. You can also, follow the updates on the social media of Hacking Esports, Instagram or LinkedIn or whatever social media do you use. They're pretty much everywhere. And you can also watch past editions on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and type Hacking Esports, you can find all the past editions as well to get to know a little bit more about UHC and what had already happened and past guests and all of that.
Interesting.
So so my Donut is actually looking up two-factor authentication bypasses. So I'm wondering if there's been is there a two-factor in position here that I did not see?
I haven't seen anything yet.
I haven't seen anything around MFA yet.
Scallop did run a directory buster and got a lot back that could possibly be used. He's found the WP config file. I did notice that Akismet is there, and I know there is an exploit for Akismet depending on what version is installed.
IPSEC is saying in chat that there is a two-factor authentication situation, and I do see him looking at it right here. My Donut is playing with a two-factor authentication prompt and trying to figure out how to get past it. So I think that the position in that situation would be to do like I said, forge your own session token.
Yeah, you'd have to. That's the only way you could bypass. I mean, if you think of something like
it's the only way you're going to be able to get through it.
Yeah, you'll have to forge your way in.
But in that config, it gave you everything you needed to be able to do it.
It looks like the two-factor is happening through a plugin called Mini Orange, and he's trying to trying to figure out how that actually works.
Yeah.
At the moment.
IPSEC on chat.
Yeah, IPSEC is flexing in chat.
Mhm.
I think some people. Let's see. Let me check on what other people are doing. But I think my donut is starting to get a little ways down a rabbit hole with this two-factor authentication thing.
It looks like it's got a. It looks like it's got a kill switch on it for total amounts of attempts as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it sounds like who was it that was dealing with Mini Forge here? I mean Mini Orange. Sorry.
That's
that was
Donut.
Okay. Yeah, he's on the right track. I happened to find something about it, and I'm wondering who gets there first.
The scoreboard is still empty, so if y'all want to check the scoreboard while we are here watching the stream, you can go to the link that I am going to put here in the chat. You can just type, not Discord, I'm sorry, scoreboard. And there you go. You have the link right there, and you can check the scoreboard while we go. You can also bring the scoreboard down if you wanna fuck around with the players.
Looking at all these comments is like that people have put on like all the server-side template injection and the PHP and the cross-site scripting is it's quite a homepage.
Yeah. Jordan's found the WP config backup and is trying to use the credentials in there for SSH access. But it's
always a good idea.
It's not working. Also, browsing the WP includes directory as well. I don't think he has found what some of the others have so far. He'll get there.
We're hacking live. Right there with you, buddy.
So Wade is noted that 3306 is showing up as filtered, as the that's MySQL's port, and it's probably blocked at the firewall. But after some recent experiences with Nmap, I no longer trust that filtered, and I would try to connect to it, anyways, because Nmap lies to you sometimes.
Interesting.
But generally, when you get that filtered, it means there's a firewall in the way that's blocking you, that's dropping your packets.
Right. You should. The Nmap has a way. It has an option to kind of deal with firewalls, though, don't they? What is that?
There's different firewalls or switches, but I agree with him. There's been issues where Nmap doesn't always give you everything.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't want to go too... Okay, so he did try to connect to it.
Yeah.
At this point, he's going to be tumbling down a rabbit hole if he stays on that. If he stays on that situation. The default is that when Nmap, when a SYN request is set to, or a SYN packet is sent to a port that is closed on the target will send a reset packet in response. So when Nmap says a port is closed, that's what has occurred. When they say it's filtered, it means they sent a SYN packet, but never got a SYN ACK or a reset in response. So they assume that there's a so Nmap will just assume that there's a firewall in the way blocking, that's just dropping the requests to that port.
So if we were to gauge who we think is the furthest along right now, what do you guys think? I think it's between, I think it'd be My Donut, right? With the
yeah, I would have to agree. I think that My Donut is doing the thing that I would try to do at this point. Yeah. He's trying to forge a WordPress token using the information in WP config.
Yeah, I'm trying to jump around to where you guys are not to see what's going on.
There was a person here in the chat saying the quality of the screen here on StreamYard on Twitch is not that great. I agree. StreamYard can be shitty about video quality. And what I would recommend is jump to the Discord server. If you get tier 3 here on Twitch, you can get access to all of the players' screens at the same time, and you can just jump around the same way that we're doing here. And you can just watch as they go. This is the best solution that you can have to watch with a better quality. That's pretty much it, y'all.
Yeah, I know. As I'm jumping around rooms too, some of the quality just in Discord, it takes a couple minutes for it to catch up.
Yeah, it does.
Isn't it streaming on YouTube as well? So you could always try YouTube's platform if maybe Twitch is getting pounded. I don't know how many people are watching on YouTube.
And we do also ask the players to, increase the size of the font and try to help us with the video performance. But truth is, it's terminals, y'all. It's gonna be hard to fucking read.
Okay,
thanks,
so Donut.
GoPro Slow-Yo. Yep.
Oh god, Donut is using a Python 2 script.
Come on.
Away, Python 2.
Yeah, Jordan is as well. Looks like I just hopped in to check on Wade.
Looks like Donut's got his cookie.
Okay, let's see if he can actually off to the target.
He's
Yep.
Oh, he's doing some enumeration still, waiting for the enumerate. It looks like he's running a WP scan or something similar.
Do you mean you're talking about Wade, Joe?
Wade is, yeah.
Okay.
Listen, it's 2022. At this point, if you're writing your exploits in Python 2, you are the problem. Like, I don't know how else to put it.
A nice reminder for those who are watching. A lot of these players are like kids. They're like 16. They're like 17. They literally started hacking along with UHC or just a few months before to play CTFs. So, and I mean a lot of them, if not all of them. It's very rare to find someone that's a bit older in here. They're just real monsters, and they just like they're creating their exploits as they go, and you're seeing hacking as it is. They're literally like Googling stuff that they don't know. They're doing their research. They're making errors live. This is how it is. This is not a recorded video of successes.
Yeah, truthfully, you're witnessing hacking the dark magics in its truest form, which is fumbling around nothing works the way you'd expect.
Right.
You have nothing. You're frustrated. You're pulling your own hair out, and then suddenly something works, and it makes it all worth it. So you are like, this is how it happens.
Yeah, Scallop's still stuck on MySQL here, trying to log in with the root with the admin and the password from WP config. But yeah, if you watch any of the walkthroughs of any of the boxes on Hack the Box, it makes it seem so easy, but it's never that easy. There's a lot of try and fails to finally get to a point where something finally works.
Yep, rabbit holes are a real thing in this in this thing. So at any point in time, even the people who are furthest along could just go tumbling down a rabbit hole for an infinite amount of time and then be in last. So it's really hard to say who's doing the best right now. I would say that I like what Donut's doing the most. It's most closely emulates what I would be trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
But he so far he hasn't quite been able to get it to work. So yes, psyched. Legitimately, Google is the source of the dark magics. That is the ultimate hacking tool.
Yep. Add exploit or whatever keyword to it, and you'll come up with a whole different search result.
There's a special kind of satisfaction that comes from Googling like a particular software version and seeing an exploit and exploit DB is number one in the Google search results.
Google learns too.
Yeah, but
what boxes you search through and stuff.
Honestly, I'm not a Google fan. I really ain't. I'm a DuckDuckGo guy.
One of
so
those
many things
people.
that Google will do. Yep, I'm one of those people.
They're all out there. They're living among us. And
I would also
crazy.
be one of those people if DuckDuckGo or Bing or any of these other platforms could possibly consistently find me the results I need, as Google can.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Google is always a second, but if it's never my first choice, and it's always in private mode.
Did anybody catch the? No, never mind. So there's a CVE out there for Mini Orange on WordPress as a plugin. So I'm surprised no one has ran into that yet in their searches.
Y'all want to jump to someone else's screen, or do y'all want to keep hanging around here with it?
Well, I've been jumping around in Discord. I'm not even watching the stream, to be honest with you.
Y'all gotta tell me.
Unfortunately, I'm stuck on 4G LTE out in the middle of nowhere.
Let's see what Wade's up to.
A lot of them are in some stage of like trying to like they're all like kind of testing a different part of the application. Some of them are really deep down the rabbit hole of like a server-side template injection or some kind of client-side or server-side template injection isn't client-side, but like some kind of way of exploiting that main page where you can leave a comment, which I think is reasonable. But at this point, I think I'd write it off as a rabbit hole.
I don't know what Wade's doing. He stopped. Oh, he's back. He must have two monitors going here, and he's Googling on a second monitor or something. Because he'll leave the screen, and it'll just kind of stay paused, and then he'll come back and try something else. Oh, he found Mini Orange. He found it. Wade found it. Let's see how he approaches this.
So he's kind of in the same place as Donut here at this moment.
Slightly behind Donut. Yep. I think they're both ahead of everyone else. Let me check on Scallop again.
I would say they're both definitely doing the thing that they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Or they've at least found that the part of the app that is supposed to be exploited.
Yeah,
Based on my CTF senses.
Scallop's researching additional enumeration methods for WordPress that he hasn't thought of yet. So we'll see what he comes up with there. I haven't even checked in Technico. Haven't checked in.
According to the chat, we've got something going on scallops.
Oh, Scallop stream. Oh, that's
Yeah.
where the Twitch stream is.
Yep, that's the screen that we're watching here.
Yep. Yeah, he's on Hacktricks right now, on a WordPress cheat sheet, just making sure that he's tried all enumeration paths.
Get that Starlink side. I'll pass on the Starlink. Thanks.
That's what Len needs, I think. I think they're talking about Len and his 5G or 4G or whatever it is he's on. He needs to upgrade it.
On the
I'm
list.
not sure Starlink is an
I'm
upgrade.
still waiting.
I don't know either.
All right, so now Donut is actually going into. He's actually visited the Mini Orange GitHub page, and I think he's probably going to look at old commits to see if there's.
Oh.
This is an interesting way to take a CTF. Now you do this in real life for sure.
Yeah.
But this is going. He's going a bit deep down this path for a CTF, if you ask me. As if it's going to say in the README, hey, there's a way to bypass it if you just do exactly this, and like link to a script that does it. But hey, if this gets in there, I will eat my words.
Yeah, Technico's on the WordPress page trying to figure out if maybe there's something on that front page that they can figure out a way in through, but I don't think it's gonna go anywhere here. I don't see any tabs up in the browser that leads me to think that he's even found the WP config file yet.
This I like this. So my donut at this moment is actually I think he's gonna spin WordPress up in a Docker container, and look at its and look at how it generates the tokens.
Oh wow! Yeah, we've got. Go ahead.
He was using some kind of script to generate the WordPress auth, but judging from the fact that it was written in Python 2, it may not be up to date. And it looks like what did not work for him because he doesn't have access to WordPress at the moment. So I think he might be trying to spin up WordPress in a Docker container to see how the tokens are generated.
Yeah, it looks like Wade has opened up Burp Suite and captured just a fake OTP code going through that page, and is in the intruder and repeater trying to see what he can get done. Was in the repeater for a minute, didn't really get anywhere with that. Now just switched over to intruder. I'm trying to figure out what he's going to do with the session ID here.
It looks like you said, Wade just kind of likes to sit doing nothing for a while. I think you're right. He's Googling in another on another thing. But I'm curious about that. Is that test cookie equals 1?
So that
post parameter, is that a standard thing?
That was something that I saw my donut had captured too when he had burp open and was playing around with it, or maybe it was someone else, but I've seen twice now, 2 different streams.
Yeah, that is. I'm looking at it. And I'm like, have I seen WordPress do that? I'm not confident I've seen WordPress do that.
WordPress.
I don't claim to know everything about WordPress, but I don't know that I've seen that. So that may be
I'm with you,
custom
Governor.
functionality of some kind. Okay, IPSEC says it's
According to
standard.
that,
Never
it's
mind.
according to the chat, it's
IPSEC says it's standard. Never mind. I'm grasping at straws here.
Weird.
That's the wonderful thing about hacking. There's a million ways to get there, but there's no one right answer.
Yeah.
Yes, Oreo Bite. We have our overtime in 3 hours, so we started at 8:30, if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to 9, 10, 11. No, wait, 9, 10. I'm sorry, I'm hearing Portuguese in my head at the same time. I'm gonna just mute the other stream. Ooh, okay. Isa, can you just confirm to us the overtime tonight? But yes, and we have 3 hours of championship, or whoever gets the flags first. Whichever happens, the championship is over. So it can end early if a player gets all the flags, and it has happened before with record times of like 40 minutes, 20 minutes. These kids are very heavy players, so you can never count them out.
Scallop looks like he's fuzzing for. He's doing like a Go Buster with like a WordPress specific list. So he isn't satisfied with his findings as far as directory brute forcing. It looks like.
I wonder if anyone knows SAML. I have a feeling they're going to need to know it quickly.
Hey, Joe, should we throw Shimmet out there?
Oh, no way, man. This will be interesting. I mean, if it's got anything to do with the exploit that I found of Mini Orange, it's gonna be fun to watch.
InfoSec XM here in chat asking, do any of the players record their point of view and talk it through the box /search, etc., etc.? A lot of them talk while they are competing in the Discord itself. You're gonna see that the Discord server here has chat, and they help each other, they joke with each other, they send memes and gifs to each other while they're playing. A few of them do record walkthroughs. IPSEC also record walkthroughs, and he also posts the solutions a few days later. So yeah, you keep an eye on the UHC Discord server and social media to get updates on the challenges, because they are, yes, posted afterwards. If not by the players, by IPSEC. If not by IPSEC, by UHC.
Oh wait,
So Donut is actually, he pulled the Docker container, and I think he's gonna go ahead and Docker run it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a good thing to do if you're dealing with like a public CMS, like an open source CMS like WordPress. If you can pull down a Docker, if you can pull down a Docker container that emulates the environment that Docker is very useful for emulating the environments that you're testing. So it is. It looks like that's what he's looking to do.
Well, he's got a copy of the WP config file, so he can just load that straight into the Docker container.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, he should be able to create users and do whatever he wants. Basically, create that session token and then take that back to this. So that's a nice approach. I like that. I think that
I believe that is what he plans to attempt to do at least, which is a cool way of going about it. If I do say so myself.
I hopped into Scallop as his WP scan was ending, and it looks like the version of Mini Orange is a more recent version that isn't vulnerable to the CVE that I found. That was a SAML cross-site scripting exploit where you basically craft a SAML XML response, sign it with a website so that it's signed, and then you can give that to the WP login page, and it will let you walk on in. So I thought that was going to be the angle here, but that version doesn't coincide. So looks like this might be the way. My donut taking all my hacker points here and doubling them for me. Hopefully, let's see.
Yeah, I have the strongest conviction in his path at this moment, I think.
Looks like Wade has ditched the Mini Orange approach and has gone and found the directory listed and available uploads directory in WP content. And back to Google Images.
There you go. The Nightbot has posted the link, so you can go to the link and play the UHC machines for free, and the challenges are available for 2 weeks for free. Just so y'all know.
Looks like he's going through his scan data now to see where else there could be something. Nothing in the uploads directory. So Wade is moving on, looking for anything else in WP scan results.
Now Donut
go
pulled the WordPress Docker container, and then he downloaded the WordPress tar. I'm not sure why he both downloaded the install, like the normal install files for WordPress and the Docker container. I'm not sure what his thought process is there.
Looks like Taruga is trying to pop a reverse shell using Burp Suite.
Just good old burp scanner spray and play.
Yeah, he's got NCAT up and listening. And he's in the repeater of Burp Suite. I don't know what he saw though. I popped in and he was already in the middle of it. So you can see
he's back into burp again.
Yeah, the user agent has the curl command for his NCAT stuff. This will be interesting if it works. Nope. Wonder if there's a way to upload files through the comments.
It's possible.
I always like using Weavly to generate a tiny PHP for a shell. And as long as I can upload it, I can have Weavly point to it and open that up for me. I don't think I've seen anybody try the comments at all.
Looks like Wade is actually looking at some other options. He's back to researching the mini orange and looking at actual entries down in the database and possibly resetting the multi-factor.
Wade thinking, hey, have I even tried logging into the admin page with this username and password yet? Maybe I should try that after he tries everything else first.
No, I
We've
think
all
he's
been
already
there.
done that, but he's
Oh, yeah, that's right. He found
yeah, but I think
it already. He found
he
those.
found it. He's still waiting on the MFA.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay, back into Burp.
You know, that was an interesting link there, Len. If you were just watching Wade, where it said send backup codes to email, I have never ever ran into an MFA solution that allows you to get your backup codes after the first time you set up that MFA. I wonder if there's a way that you could manipulate the email address you're going to.
I've been thinking about that. I wonder if you could potentially manipulate the string or the recovery email and then have it email you the codes back.
Yeah, I mean, you should not ever be able to get those backup codes after your first...
After the initial set.
Yes. However, there's a link there which tells me that somewhere in this code is a way to generate those backup codes on demand. So what is it using?
Exactly.
Notably, though, he is doing the HTTP source, so I do expect the FBI to be kicking his door in any time now. So, it is illegal in some places to hit the F12 key. But that is a very interesting point that I hadn't noticed. So
yeah.
But let's be honest, if he's smart, he's running through a VPN and it says he's actually connecting from somewhere in China. I mean, personally, for me, I just set my VPN to, where do you live again, Joe?
Tampa. Florida. You want to come out of here, they would think nothing of it, man. This is where all the crazies live. Be like, it's Florida man at it again.
Apparently, according to Octminer, there was a Google Authenticator parameter in one of the post requests.
So if they were to go back to the mini orange page where it asks for the one-time password, they can pretend to forget their phone, and they'll be granted the ability to try alternate login methods, which may also be fruitful as well. So maybe seeing if there's some way around that.
That's always a prime place to test on web applications in the real world. Like, you really want to hit that password reset or that two-factor reset really hard.
Yeah, I'm really interested though in my donut. I still like the Docker container, the WP config. Like it feels like the stars are aligned for him if he could just get it to load. And he's looking into. He's researching right now, creating a database for WordPress. I don't see where a Docker container has been run. Okay, so he is actually inside the WordPress database that for the one that he deployed in the Docker container. So he's just trying to get the privileges all set for his admin user. He'll need to flush the privileges as well after he grants them. I don't know if how well he is at SQL, but he hasn't done that yet. So all those privileges he just granted himself won't take yet. I think that's the one step that he's missing here.
So was the Docker container he set up for MySQL? Was that a MySQL Docker container? I guess I thought he pulled down a WordPress Docker container, but I could have seen.
I think he ended up not going the Docker route and ended up going the tar file. And so he has MySQL up and running and created a WordPress database within that MySQL instance.
Well, whatever works for him. I would have used Docker for this kind of a situation, but hey, whatever works.
Yeah, see, locally he's in the var www.html WordPress directory, so that's on his Kali box. It's not inside of the container right now, so I think he ditched that route.
Yep, so he is replacing the stock WP config with the one from the target, and I believe that he's going to now log in as the admin user and see what the token looks like, and try to use it on this on the actual target. And in theory, I think that should work if the version of WordPress is the same.
Oh, cool. We just had our first hint here. Probably someone bought the hint here on the Twitch store. And there it is. IPSEC has posted it on the chat as well.
The best MFA bypass are often with legacy functionality.
So I think Wade was looking at that. The backup codes, perhaps?
Recommended to be disabled by hardened guides and on WP scan. Okay. So I would go straight for the mini orange documentation and see what is a legacy. Yeah, man, we need to see those alternative methods for the two-factor authentication, because, I mean, using your one-time passcode from an app or something like that is just one way out of, and we need to see those alternate methods to see what that legacy functionality could be. I don't think anybody's shown it yet. I'm watching my donut. Maybe I should move around a little bit. I see Len, you're with Wade. Is he doing anything in that regard?
He's going through his WP scan again. So I think he might be going down a rabbit hole. But I'm gonna watch him here for a minute and we'll see.
Well, I guess I would be pretty deep in a rabbit hole with trying to get the token to work.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like that's IPSEC's intended path.
Yeah.
Hoodie Blanket says I'd be molding. He is correct. At this point, with having found nothing, I would be molding. Yes.
We are 10 minutes away from mid game.
Already.
Yup. And no one has scored so far.
Wow.
IPSEC is being mean tonight.
Right? You know what it is? It's because nobody made any good comments and compliments about the template he chose for the WordPress site.
Oh.
I bet that was it. So the hints have been few and far between.
Tarugo's back to looking around for any type of CVEs against Mini Orange.
Yeah, that's definitely something to look at because you know the exact two-factor technology that's in use. But I don't think reflected cross-site scripting is really what he's looking for in a vulnerability.
No.
I only
mean, maybe if it was an older version, but no, I agree with you. Let's take a look in on Jordan.
I mean, the hard thing about Mini Orange, there's not many docs out there for it.
Well, the guy was on the who I think it was Donut was on the GitHub page earlier.
Okay, here we go. All the documents are listed through the API section, which is really weird.
And we're back to my donut.
I think he's probably looking how to set up Mini Orange himself on his own little WordPress installation now. So he is trying to like basically replicate the target environment as much as he can.
Scallop is now looking for WordPress legacy commands.
I'm listening to the Brazilian live stream at the same time we're here, and apparently Wade just went through the. Oh, there you go. He got it.
Oh, did he get in?
Yeah.
Oh.
He
What
got
did he
the
do?
flag.
I missed it.
Wow.
We missed it.
First cap. Oh wait, where isn't it First Blood? Where's that?
First Blood.
Love it.
There you go.
All right.
There it is. Get it. All right, Wade.
Good job.
I'm sorry I missed that.
I know.
Well, I see burp. I see.
It looks like did he?
So for everybody else,
XMLRPC. He exploited XMLRPC. Man, nobody's been looking at that.
But he
well
didn't.
Done. Well done.
Oh, that's interesting. But did he didn't get RCE or bypass the authentication yet.
No.
So, but he did get a flag.
Wow. I bet that was a shot in the dark that just worked. That's a good feeling, though, if it was.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Technico looks like he might be on the same track.
Yeah, I guess this is a situation where you should have run Nikto, because Nikto would have pointed out XMLRPC.
Yep.
And most of us, I haven't used
Yeah.
Nikto seriously in like years, but in this situation, it would have found XMLRPC. WP scan found it.
Honestly, I still use Nikto, but I'm old school.
See, it's been hanging for me recently. Anytime I try to use it, I've been using Skipfish.
Hey Joe, take a look at Technico. I think
All right.
you just got it.
We definitely found Mini Orange. Oh, yes.
And for those of us in English, we can learn a little Portuguese on the side.
It looks like he's
No.
he had to translate the hint
Yeah.
for himself.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to follow the hint.
Yeah, he was in burp there, and it looked like he was following down the exact same path. So
Yeah, my donut is in the same boat. Googling around.
let's see how Mr. Scallop's doing.
So the good news is we had our first competitor in the scoreboard before mid-game. We're just now going for mid-game, official mid-game. And the sad news, I guess, for everyone else is that Wade is alone in the scoreboard. So there's still a journey to go here.
Yeah. Scallop is researching the XML-RPC exploits right now.
Yep, everyone has the stream on in another monitor, and is trying to figure out what black arts just got that first flag.
So Alhazard, IPSEC wants to know if you think you would have found XML-RPC, or do you generally ignore it?
Oh no, I generally ignore it.
Yeah.
That one would have failed. That one would have sailed right past me.
I think
I, like Donut, would have been tunneled on trying to replicate the token.
Yeah. Jordan's on the right path. I've been watching Jordan. He's on. He's trying to exploit XML-RPC right now, using the same method. It looks like that Wade did. So he's getting close here. We'll see if he can put the pieces together.
Yep, he's doing the thing, and I think Wade is now trying to access the other methods to see if he can get any crazy functionality out of XML-RPC.
Oh, there we go. Jordan is in the scoreboard now.
Jordan's on the scoreboard.
Oh, okay. So he scored before I came here. Awesome. I should pull that up, huh? Good job, Jordan. So Jordan and Wade. Let's check on Tarugo. I'm going to check on Tarugo here. I haven't checked in on him in a minute. He just figured out through WP scan that XML-RPC seems to be enabled, and he's hovering very, very thoughtfully over it, like he's having some things come to mind here. So we'll see where he goes with his Google search.
He found the get flag
Now,
method.
This is interesting. It looks like my donut is actually going after the Google Authenticator angle.
Ooh.
Who do you all want to watch?
Is the flag formatted incorrectly there?
Everybody's doing really, really well.
Technico's trying to put the flag in, and it's not getting there.
Technico got it, huh?
Or no, he thought that the method name was the flag, and now he just has to he has to call the method in order to get the flag.
He's calling that. So he's not far
Yeah,
behind.
honestly, XML-RPC, I haven't had to worry about XML-RPC in a long time. Yeah, that's something that would have escaped me.
And Scallop point. Scallop is now in the scoreboard as well.
Yep, he just got it. Good on Scallop. Come on, my donut. You got all my hacker points.
Come on,
Well, now
donut.
I think
we believe
the
in
plan.
you.
Now I think the plan should be to go through the rest of those XML-RPC methods to see if there's any for like reset orange token or something, or
And,
get the backup codes.
Quick
Yeah,
comment
the backup
here is the Scallop was the one player that almost won the
I'm
last
still
edition, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on him.
I'm on my donut, and he's on his WP scan, and he keeps hovering over XML RPC, and it's driving me mad because he just keeps scrolling down.
But I actually agree with you, Joe. I think that in some way, the fact that we're seeing a request recovery codes, I got a sneaky hunch that's gonna work its way into the solution. Because that's not something that you see typically.
There's only one person out there that knows, and he ain't telling.
Yep. Well, there'll be more people that know before the end of the night.
He's being real smug about it too. I just want to say.
Okay, checking in on Jordan.
Yeah, my donut had the. It hasn't changed. So we searched for CVEs. That didn't come up with anything.
I'm listening here to the Brazilian live stream, and apparently Wade is ahead of everyone.
Makes sense. Let's check out Wade.
So if y'all wondering, since everyone in the scoreboard, the 4 players that are on the scoreboard, they all have 200 points. The first blood does not mean the player that scored first blood gets any advantage. If you ever watched UHC, you know that whoever is in first place, that's the advantage. Whoever submits first, that's the only advantage. So even if they tie at the end, whoever submitted the flag first, which in this case would be Wade, then he would be the winner.
It's bragging rights. Okay. Yeah, Jordan's still working his way through burp.
Wade searching through Metasploit. Looks like he's going to give some of the XML RPC plugins a try, the auxiliary plugins.
Donut is Googling XML RPC to get caught up. So it looks like Wade is busting out good old MSF console.
Yep.
Never go wrong. Scallop is back in burp again, working on that XML RPC.
Looks like he can log in with those credentials, and I guess it does not require 2-factor. So now he's going to be. I guess this is definitely what IPSEC was referring to.
Yeah.
That there is a method of logging in that did not require 2-factor.
Yeah, so they're able to bypass it altogether. So it's not an alternative method or anything like that. It's still weird that it would let you email the backup codes at any time.
Yeah.
But maybe for another challenge.
Or maybe deliberately left there almost like a honeypot.
Or to just throw them off the trail, like everything else in this box.
Yep, deliberate decoy.
IPSEC points out that the backup code may be related to the forgot password functionality in WordPress, and that's possible. So we're going through the XML RPC methods now.
And Technico is back doing some Google foo around bypassing MFA.
I think at this point he might feel a little bit like Alice, tumbling down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Come on, my donut. You need to get on that scoreboard, buddy.
It looks
I had
like
such
he
strong hope.
might- I'm telling you. Mr. Donut, or the donut, no disrespect intended, is looking up some pretty good burp suite stuff around XMLRPC. Hopefully that they'll be on the scoreboard soon.
He's trying to find a method that he can somehow leverage to get code execution here. I'm referring to Wade, by the way.
Yeah, Jordan's doing the same thing right now. It's just watching their stream, just going through and seeing what works, what doesn't.
So we are officially past early game and entering mid game. So kids have an hour and 30 minutes left to get the final 2 flags.
There's XMLRPC. He clicked the link. My donut has clicked the link on how to use it.
All right.
We're getting somewhere with him.
What I like about this is that, I mean, I can watch this and learn something. Now, next time I look at WordPress, I'm going to be like, is XMLRPC enabled? I have a new thing in my workflow now. Because I see that all the time, and I never look at it because it's never enabled. So I've stopped looking at it, but now I guess I'll have to start again.
XMLRPC is a legacy.
It's old.
Oh
Like,
my-
I remember seeing it. I think the only time I've actually exploited it was in my OSCP labs.
Yeah. Man, his mind is in the right spot. It's just not clicking for him right now.
I should clarify. It's usually not disabled, but it usually doesn't have anything interesting to
Right.
look at on it. XMLRPC, I should say.
Everybody's kind of head down in the Google Foo at the moment.
But I'll have to play with it now after looking at this.
It's got burp. My donut's got burp open, but I don't know what he has done in it other than possibly capture the response of putting in a one-time passcode.
Joe always goes all in. Make him say Joe.
Na 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 na. Well, at least my donut knows it's something in the WP scan results.
Hoodie Blanket says, look what you did to the man. He went and built a mini WordPress site just to look at the source code for Mini Orange when all he should have done was XMLRPC. I mean, this is just the nature of hacking, okay? This is the... I've gone down... Like, he's so deep down that rabbit hole, he's cracking into the Earth's mantle. And we've all been there, okay? We've all been there. That's rough.
Yeah.
It's sexy. It's
very
very
How many times have you-
fun to know.
How many
that
times have you
He
died
found
on
an
that
O
hill?
day to win the UHC. That would be the most alpha. That would be the most alpha Chad move I've ever seen in the infosec space, guaranteed. Get a CVE for the UHC semifinal.
Right?
I mean, how many times have either one of you guys, because I know it's happened to me, where you're so sure it's going to be one thing, and hours later you're just, it becomes to the point where it's almost personal, and it's like it has to be this, or else I'm just an idiot.
Yeah.
Yep. I get that way too. I have a really bad problem with tunneling. Once I feel like I know like what I'm supposed to do, like it's hard for me to see other paths. And so that's why I would have skipped the XML RPC thing, because I would have been like, I would have been like, okay, I got to either forge a token or I would have been just like what Donut is doing. So yeah.
Yeah. Once I got that WordPress config with all the keys in it, I would have been head down going after trying to forge a token.
Yep.
Oh, apparently Wade is onto something.
Oh, let's see.
The IPSEC video for the box took less than 30 minutes. Thanks, California. Thanks for your input.
Let's not talk about California. I'm in Texas.
All right. I'm gonna cry if I watch my donut anymore. I'm coming up to Wade. I think Wade's ahead of me.
Back in good old Metasploit.
Yeah, he is. Oh boy. That's quite the search.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just searching for WordPress.
Well, it's WordPress.
You may get a couple of modules.
One of the most... Dude, it's only one of the most Swiss cheese hold applications ever.
I haven't been watching Wade. Did he try using the XML RPC login with the admin username and password, or was he just trying to?
No, he did. He attempted the XML RPC module with the username and password, and it was successful, but all he was testing to see is if he could log in with XML RPC. Then he popped back over to Burp.
Okay.
And did it and was playing with the methods manually.
Gotcha.
And he's putting in passwords, and he's getting ready to run his exploits. So let's see.
He's pissed a little bit.
He seems to be a little bit.
Now he's tapping all caps, so Nightbot is getting a little upset and annoyed.
We've been there.
Hey, we've all been there. We've all been there. And we've all had that moment where you're about to type exploit, and it's like, God, I hope this works.
Mm-hmm. And then it says, hey, you haven't set your payload yet, buddy.
Now, here's the real question. Do you type execute or run?
Run.
I'm an old school guy, man. Like I said, I've been around for a long time, so I still type execute. It's just
I want to type execute so I can pretend I'm in the Hackers movie. But it just takes too long. It's just more letters. So I usually just type run.
Yeah. I think it's all in what you're comfortable with.
So for this, okay, so he's trying to use method 3 of resetting the MFA.
Yep.
Which is going in through the database. You have to have database access in order to do that.
Well, I'm going to go drop back in on Donut for a minute, Joe. Tell me if anything interesting happens. It looks like he's trying.
Ooh. Now this is
Now
interesting.
he's looking into more of a brute force.
Is he did he figure out the XML RPC situation yet?
Not yet.
Oh, you guys are watching my donut?
Yeah, Donut does not look like he's moved over to a denial of service.
Yeah, he
So
wasn't working on it when I was watching him before I jumped over to Wade and you guys jumped
Now
on.
Scallop is
yeah,
doing
so
some
it looks like
interesting
he may
stuff.
have moved on from the.
Yeah, right
Looks
now
like
the
he's trying to
scoreboard
hit a
has
webhook.
Let's see.
So in the WordPress database, in the WP options table, you can search for MO2F activate plugin key and update its value to 0, and that will reset the MFA. Oh, 2FA will get disabled if
Ooh.
you log in with your WordPress username and password. So he's already confirmed the username and password works. He just needs to somehow disable that MFA.
He needs to be able to execute
by
that
setting it to
string.
0. And so he's got it set up in Burp right now to set MO2F activate plugin to 0. And I think he's trying to figure out if it'll post or not and set. Or maybe it did.
And yeah, I'm down here with Alzard with Scallop, and he is. It looks like he's doing this weird webhook. This ought to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what he's doing. I think he Googled exploiting XML RPC, and he's just following a blog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't fault him. That's
No. I mean, we've all done that kind of thing. Hey, this might be it. But I mean, it's definitely an interesting approach.
It says he should be using Intruder.
And Technico, we're taking a look at Technico.
I'm already skeptical of the blog writer because they're using Burp in light mode.
Oh, Technico is looking on some different options around the XML RPC, so he's at least on the right road. Don't want to devote too much time to any one of them. All right, so Taruga is going back to running another WP scan with and he's attaching a word list on it, so it looks like he's trying to do a brute force. You wonder if he's going to go for the upload directory.
See, Wade's using the WordPress docs against WordPress and has searched XML RPC there to understand all of the different methods.
And Taruga looks like he's moved back into Googling. His brute force is still running, though.
Oh, my donut finally joined the scoreboard, now in the 5th place with the first flag, 200 points.
All right.
That's my boy.
There it is. All 60 of them hacker points, man. He finally heard me.
And there's got to be one of these settings that like will somehow maybe allow you to alter page content of some kind. At this point, I think the way is to go down the method list and look for a method and just Google the methods, just like My Donut is doing right now.
Yeah, I'm watching.
And try to find some way to execute code. Oreo Bytes asking, when am I going to take a crack at UHC? It's not my thing, dude. not my deal. I would be bad at this. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd be bad at this. web app pen testing isn't even really my my strongest area. Put it that way. I'm a red teamer. Active Directory is where I live. Yes, Frag Zero, they are all on the same box.
Yeah. Karuga's in a 2FA, an MFA bypass hole Google search.
So they're all doing the thing where they're just Googling exploiting XMLRPC for RCE and just clicking on any blog that pops up, which again, can't fault them.
Looks like Jordan's going to fuzz the uploads directory. No, just all the directories. That's an effective use of time. So he's fuzzing in the background while he's still tackling the methods through XMLRPC. So he's not thinking just one way. He's letting the long-term things run in the background while trying other methods still. Trying to utilize his time. So you can see it running in the background in the upper left terminal.
You're talking about Jordan?
Yeah, Jordan.
Okay.
Delete page.
He's still trying to figure out the methods, though. He's tried a
Is there
couple.
some method that allows you to inject content into a page?
Yeah, Jordan seems to be playing with XMLRPC against the uploads to see if maybe there's a way that he can get a file in there. But I don't think he's having much luck with that. Mm-hmm. Now he's playing with the URL queries, or the query parameters.
IPSEC saying I'm really curious if it will be a one flag night, which tells me that no one's on the right track.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of us just haven't played around with XMLRPC in a long time. It's a curveball.
Trying to see where Jordan's going with this.
Donut is looking up how to use XMLRPC to create a WordPress post.
Okay. That's interesting.
I think he might want to. Can he create it with arbitrary PHP? Because that would make sense to me. But something tells me that that's not possible.
Yeah, I don't think Jordan's going to find anything. Yeah, back to WP scan for him. We'll move on.
Nope, I went over to Tarugo's thing, and my eyeballs were immediately seared out by the light mode burp squeak. It's a choice that you can make.
Man, everybody's still just researching XMLRPC.
Nope.
See, Technico is searching in Portuguese, which I cannot read, so I have no idea what he's looking for.
Well,
Okay. He found the webpage that Wade had found earlier where the WordPress codex has all of the different method explanations for XMLRPC. So
Tarugo is currently looking at some page source.
yeah, I was just in there watching him. It was interesting. He's trying to do something with the uploads. Don't know quite what though. He was just changing IDs around in the query parameter.
Looks like he's searching for something around a cookie. So we'll have to see where he goes with it.
Oh, we're almost in late game now.
Okay, looks like Tarugo is actually going for like an RFI situation.
Ooh. And it looks like Wade has now he's registering his own ID on the WordPress site.
Oh, he's going to register for it. Nice.
Oh no, it's cross-site scripting he's doing.
Yes.
Looks like Wade is trying to get an actual legitimate user account so he can get onto the box, and then I wonder if he's going to use that reset function once he's logged in to disable the MFA.
Is there email involved with that? Okay, he's making a temp mail.
Yep, he's up on temp mail right now.
Mm-hmm.
So this ought to be interesting.
But is he an admin? Like, can he make himself an admin?
Well, I mean, at least if he's got a valid user, now he's got a path to privilege escalation from the inside, because he should be able to enumerate and get a little bit more information once he's actually past the initial logon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Scallop.
I'm not a big fan of this method because, I mean, it does leave a little bit more of a trail, but it could get him there. Definitely a unique approach.
Mike Donut is in Python now, in the Python console, writing his own script for opening a client on XML-RPC.
Oh, he's writing his own reverse shell?
He's following a blog post.
Let's see what's up with Scallop.
Yeah, Scallop was just very fixated on the pingbacks methods that are available through XML-RPC, trying to see if there was a way that he could exploit that. But then he had just moved on maybe 30 seconds ago. I don't know what he's on that.
He's still looks like he's still trying to deal with the methods to try and return some type of positive response.
Yeah, he's been looking up the code fault message as well to see if there is a way around that.
IPSec points out a relevant thing here, that this isn't Hack the Box, but these boxes do go to Hack the Box. So, and Hack the Box machines are not connected to the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had to force the box to email you, like to make a new account and all of this stuff, that wouldn't work for Hack the Box. So that's probably not the intended route.
Yeah.
Nope. Because, I mean, the last time I checked, he was still trying to find a way and hitting the refresh, waiting for that email to come in. So that may put a block to that.
Okay, so the Python script that he's building is to use XML-RPC in order to create a new post.
Tarugo is
My donut.
Tarugo's still working on that same situation. To be honest, I'm not sure where he's going at this point, beyond the fact that remember when I told you he started that brute force scan like 30 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Just checked on it, and it's still running.
Yeah.
Well, it's always good to have recon going in the background.
So my donut was able to use that the Python script that he built in the console in order to create a post. He got post IDs back 50 and 52, but when he browses to them in his browser, they're returning nothing. And when looking at the source, the messages that he's placing in the body aren't showing either. But then when he gets the post, it has the proper post title, My Donut Post, and everything. So it's kind of unknown what's going on here.
It's a little strange.
It's an interesting approach, though.
So we are officially on the last hour.
Just made another one.
Yeah.
And he still doesn't have content in the post, which I'm guessing is what you kind of need.
So the last paragraph kind of explains why the data won't be received, and I don't think he's read enough of it yet. But his mouse was on it there don't know if it
IPSEC says that the post may be in draft mode, which I guess is a WordPress thing.
Yeah, that would make sense. So he would have to also change the state of that post published for it to be viewable. There it was. If you go down a little bit under pages where he was scrolling, there is a post status right there. You can see it in the second code snippet. Post status equals published. He needs to set that for it to publish. So he's almost there. Whoops, I forgot to publish it. They even have the comment there. They forgot to publish it. He's highlighting it right now. Found it. He found it.
Oh,
He figured it out.
Jordan's still playing with the WordPress upload, and it actually looks like he may have gotten something actually to upload. Because it looks like he's actually...
Really?
Yeah, it looked like he was actually trying to pull it up in the browser, and he just pulled up the response code.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, he was playing with the with XML RPC on the uploads.
So
directory.
he has made a post. My donut has made a post. He just published it.
Yep.
Now, can he can do something sporting with that? Like maybe do a local file inclusion, which I think what he's going to try to do here.
Okay, so it looks like Jordan first thing he uploaded looks like it was a graphic file, and now it looks like he's trying to upload some PHP.
There you go. A little tiny PHP reverse shell.
That's what I would be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And he does look like he actually has. Yeah, it looks like he has been able to get an upload completed. So we see the JPEG, not seeing the PHP file.
Yeah, apparently Wade as well. Wade is also in the same page, according to the Brazilian live stream.
As everybody jumps over there. Yeah.
I mean, everybody's doing an amazing job.
Yeah, they're doing better than I would be.
I'm with you, man. I'd be so far down a bad rabbit hole because
it's always been a weakness of mine.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone for the XML RPC either.
Al Hazard, I think you're going to have to do these boxes over the next couple weeks so you can reacquaint yourself with XML RPC going forward.
Well, I mean, it is an interesting box. I guess I mean, normally the thing is that I do the boxes blind, or at least with a minimal amount of information. I do check to see if they, if they have if it's some kind of heap, like memory vulnerability that I don't feel like I'm very well versed in, I'll probably skip that one. But this one, obviously, I'm getting inside info, but it does seem interesting, and it will remind me. I would like to play around with XML RPC just to learn, because I haven't played with it in so long. It's been so long since I've had to worry about XML RPC, but perhaps I should worry about it more.
Joe, how's Donut?
So my donut has posted the content he was trying to post, but for some he was refreshing the same post ID 56 and not moving to 58, and I think that now he's got 2 posts up there. He's accessed the content that he was trying to load. He's opened up NCAT and he's listening. And he's going to attempt to pop a reverse shell here. Oh, he's getting a critical error on the page though now. So that content that he has in his body is not playing well with WordPress. He's going to have to try and see if he can format that a different way. He's been URL encoding it. I think if Zero Day was here, he would be on revshells.com looking up all of the different PHP reverse shells.
And it looks like Jordan is still trying to get that reverse shell uploaded. He's been able to get the JPEG up.
Oh my god, Torrigo's burp. I feel like I'm looking into the Ark of the Covenant. Like, I feel like that's legitimately what's happening when I look at Torrigo's burp, okay?
He's opened it and you are blind.
Yeah, I'm the melting Nazi.
Yeah. He's got his neck cat up.
All right, we're on. Let's see. My donut's trying a different way here. You have to publish it. Did he publish it?
Come on, Tarugo. What are you gonna do? You know, that's like the worst feeling in the world. It's like you're there and you're like, I know I'm missing something, but I just can't see it.
Oh god, that's just hacking though.
Yeah.
That's like that is every single assessment I've ever been on. Like,
Well,
and
usually
every CPF I've ever done.
Usually, I at least have an idea, but you know, you're sitting there at the terminal and it's like, I know there's something, and it's like you're afraid to hit the execute button.
It's suckier when chat sees it and I don't. And it's even worse when I say, chat, no, that's stupid, you're wrong for this reason. And they're like, well, just try it. And then I do just try it and it just works. Like that's the worst right there. That's why you shouldn't be a Twitch streamer. I'm kidding. Well, it's a good time, but it gets rough sometimes is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I'm not a big streamer, but I got nothing but respect for the people that want to do it like that. I've done real engagements and presentations live where I wish that I could crawl under the podium. That's
Twitch chat is the best pen tester in the world. We know this.
True.
By their powers combined, it's like Voltron. They fold together like Voltron or the Megazord, and they're the best pen tester who ever lived.
All right, so what are we doing here? Jordan's doing some fuzzing.
He's been fuzzing for like an hour now.
I know. That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, where are you going with it this time?
All right, we're going to try our 5th attempt here. My donut uploading another post here. Nothing. He's getting no love today.
And Wade is still back. Now he's back to looking up more options to try and bypass that MFA. So apparently his track.
Now my donut is trying to go for some PHP code execution.
I just saw that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's actually verified that he can get PHP to execute. He's executing PHP info, so I would guess not.
Yeah, he's been trying to. He's been trying different PHP reverse shells, and
he's trying to inject PHP code into his post here.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, he got PHP.
Oh, the Avengers theme plays. Dun, 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 dun. I do think my donut is gonna get there.
Oh man,
you do love to see that as a pen tester.
Just has to figure out the encoding for which reverse shell he's going to use. He's gone through I think like 3 or 4 right now that he's been encoding, and then he went to PHP info just to see if the PHP would run. Here we go.
Yeah, I do like that. I think he put the cart before the horse a little bit, but then he got it all sorted out.
Yep.
He swung for the fences and he hit.
He was the last, but he's about to be the first. I do agree. I think he's found the way. This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
So now he's injecting, he's going to write some PHP to a file on the server that he will then be able to call for trivial code execution.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And Ipsek's in chat, like, smugly critiquing the OPSEC of his
I know.
of his commands. Like, jeez. I mean, he's right. Begrudgingly, he's right.
This is so exciting. I just got yelled at by my wife because my kids are going to sleep for school. And I'm screaming and woke them up. So.
Yeah,
And
that's
here
why-
you
that's
are
why
on
my
Twitch
shit's in the back.
commenting, hacking championship and screaming at the screen.
Yeah.
That's why I stay outside, Joe.
Yeah. I don't have that luxury.
All right. Let's see what he does.
New post. This could be the kill shot.
Yep. Now he doesn't get anything, which is good news.
Yeah.
So now he's looking for his file. Oop! And it does
Oh.
exist. It looks like. My goodness.
Oh,
Gosh. I want to be so loud right now.
here comes the other pie.
Now, Ipsec does make a good point that if other people could just access his shell from here because they have the stream open.
Oh, that is true.
That is part of the game.
It is part of the game. So he's probably going to want to delete his own file. He's probably going to want to get a reverse shell as quickly as possible and then delete his own file.
Mm-hmm.
But he is making waves here. He's getting there.
Wow. Go my donut.
He's looking for
Hey, there's-
flags. He's hoping to get a quick
use your
flag
bet, Joe.
here.
I know. I don't think it's going to be that easy considering everything.
I think you should just get the reverse shell and delete your own file before someone else catches up.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I usually like to do is set up like a Home Alone series of booby traps, like scatter broken Christmas ornaments underneath my shell, so that if people try to use it, then they just step on the ornaments
Nail on the stairs.
or trip on the Matchbox cars.
That's always my favorite part. Watching his foot go into the nail go into the foot, going up the stairs.
And Joe looks like he may wind up doubling his credits today.
Yeah. I bet it all on my donut. I'm going to poke around and see if anybody else has figured this much out yet. Jordan is still listing methods in XML-RPC. Torugo is trying to exploit Google Authenticator. See what Wade's up to. Oh, Wade found the My Donut file and is
Yeah,
exploiting it.
yeah.
He-
As was
it's over.
foretold.
It is over.
Wade
Donut
is
found the
using My
flag.
Donut method against him. Let's see who can finish first.
Joe,
As the prophecy foretold.
and
Watching the stream.
there
But
it
Donut
is.
gets the second
Donut
flag.
gets-
He just submitted the
Just
second
got
flag.
it.
Ah, there it is.
Yes, Donut gets the
Donut.
flag.
There it is. 500 points for
Oh yeah, look at that. First
Looking
place
for
in the
SSH
scoreboard, 500 points. Ooh, and we're almost
I
almost
think
at
my
the end.
donut just needs to get that reverse shell and stop trying to find like SSH keys and stuff.
Technico's looking for an RCE and PHP everywhere, so he's kind of on the right path, but how he's going to implement that RCE is still an unknown. And then let's see, Scallop is still in burp, playing with XML RPC.
And now Donut is trying to pop a reverse shell to a Netcat.
Mm-hmm.
From last to first, and there's only 40 minutes to go for the rest of the players to try and get up there and have the last flag to win over My Donut. It can still happen. UHC has surprised us time after time. Scallop almost won the last championship, the last semifinal, so we still have time.
So this is so My Donut. I really like Weavely in this situation because it'll generate a password.
He needs URL encode his payload there.
Yeah.
He's not. I don't think he was URL encoding.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Now, the path to root definitely needs to start with PwnKit. That vulnerability just came out this week, and I doubt IPSec accounted for it.
Hey, there's a flag right there. Flag.txt.
Although if he did, I'll be impressed.
Is that the one that My Donut did earlier?
No, he just got.
He already submitted that flag.
Okay, I'd missed that.
Yeah, that was the number 2.
Oh, IPSec is right. If Wade gets the root flag, Wade wins.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see what Wade's up to. Wade's Googling pingbacks again.
Okay, so my question is, why is Donut not trying to pop a more reliable shell right here?
That's a good question. He tried and it failed. And because I think it's because he didn't URL encode.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, there were a couple of things he could have done to make that. And also, it's possible that he needs to put bin bash, specify an absolute path for the shell. There's any number of things that could have been wrong, but he just tried it one time, and now he's like, "Oh, it's not going to work."
And that's not going to work. You need the ability to navigate.
Yeah.
Or I mean, why not try a different type of?
He's trying to look for
shell?
Netcat now to see if he can.
Yeah, Wade is off track here. He had found My Donut stuff, and he started to use it, and then backed away, went back to pingback, and now he's back in the methods for XML RPC again. And I think he had it. He was so close, and then he backed away from it, and his mind went elsewhere.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get there. Find the PHP, man. It's right there.
So you could just try to curl down a shell and pipe it into bash.
Yeah.
That's always like there's base 64 encoding that you could utilize.
Yeah, I'm going to switch back to My Donut. It looks like Wade has lost his way for the moment.
And unfortunately, Donut is just running around like he's not even looking at this as anything more than an LFI.
Yeah.
No, maybe. There you go.
Okay, he's going to look for Suids.
I don't know if you guys know about that new CVE, but basically all Linux distributions by default are vulnerable to it unless they've been patched in the last 4 days.
Oh, wow.
So it is, and it's incredibly easy to exploit. Like, it's very, very easy. So that's the first thing you should try. Like, SUID binaries be damned. You should be hammering this thing with PwnKit. They may not know about the CVE. It's possible. Oh, nope, there it is. There it is. Now he's doing PK exec. Okay. He's doing the vulnerable version. He's testing to see. There you go.
Yeah,
yep.
Okay. Or that was a purple.
Donut, this is the way.
He's done that one before. He knows.
We start with this for sure. You absolutely start here.
Come on, my donut.
Hell, when I get on Linux machines for the next year, I'll be starting here.
Yeah. This is going to be as simple, as common as Nmap.
Yeah, now's the time to run through all the insane boxes on Hack the Box.
Don't say that. They're a sponsor.
Well, they should be. They should stop that then.
You could also do that with NoPack, the Windows domain controller exploit.
I'm looking at processes. Need that shell donut. I'm gonna go check in on everybody else real quick.
All right. Yeah, my donut's been looking for curl, wget. I feel like he's going to try and pull a file in.
Yeah, there's any number of ways that he could try to get a pseudo interactive shell here.
Jordan's still working his way through burp.
Yeah.
Scallop is still playing with XML RPC.
Tarugo is still researching Mini Orange, so doesn't look like he's really made it much farther.
It looks like only Wade and Donut have actually achieved the RCE.
Yeah, and Donut's going to run. He just found Python 3 exists and is going to start.
Yeah, try Python 3 reverse shells.
Yep.
I mean, Netcat was available, and he didn't try Netcat, which was odd.
I mean, that personally, I really do believe utilize your lay of the land opportunity and applications before you start adding stuff.
Now, is there an IP tables situation happening here? Because I'm noting that he's not getting callbacks.
Yeah.
That none of them have actually managed to get the machine to call out to them. Like at any point throughout this entire CTF. They've tried to get the machine to call out to them, and it has not. So at this point, there might be some kind of an IP tables situation that is preventing a reverse shell connection.
And we're approaching the last 30 minutes of the championship tonight, so they have to move faster if they want to change this scoreboard.
I mean, but at this point, if you can get code execution, you could try and actually start a listener on the actual target.
You look so comfortable, then. I just switched over to the stream to see all our cameras. You look so comfortable. Just relax.
Well,
I'm stressing out here, man. I want my donut to win. I'm on the edge
I believed in him all along, okay? I never doubted for a second.
All the way back when he was deploying WordPress and Docker.
I mean, that was like a Hail Mary throw really early, and I liked him ever since.
I wonder how it has my donut. How did my donut do in the other rounds?
Yeah. So the again, he can't even get the box to ping himself.
Yeah.
And Wade, it looks like, is working on a reverse PHP shell, has Metasploit up.
At this point, you may just want to upload like a nice web shell and just kind of go for it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because I've had these problems before too, and usually what I do here is try to find a nice web shell that at least that at least lets me execute commands smoothly without burp suite, and just kind of go for it from there.
Yeah, he's got the ability to implant PHP into posts. He could easily create a post with that already there for him.
Oh, so look who is in second place now with also 500 points. It is Wade.
Oh, look at that.
Wade.
He just submitted the second flag.
Go Wade.
A little bit before the last 30 minutes. So now it's between Wade
what's
and
even
Mike
funnier? What's even funnier is take a look at the string that Wade is using. WDPHP My Donut.
Interesting.
So, to Alizer's point, he stayed in too long, and somebody else used some of his work.
Well, so My Donuts was called something else, like with donut in the name of the PHP file. I wonder if maybe he copied it or something like that. So in case he deletes his PHP file, he still has a copy of what My Donut didn't delete before he got a copy of it. So that's pretty smart there. So even if My Donut tries to cover his tracks and delete his PHP file, it doesn't matter. Wade's copied it.
Yeah, and now looks like Wade found a Python file in the www directory.
Yeah, the parse.py. So My Donut found that right before I flipped over here, but I think that he kind of moved on and ignored it.
What about they here in the chat finally joined us tonight? We were missing you, bud. Ipsac asking if My Donut is the lone Canadian tonight. Yes, he is. And I believe it was Elle or Joe asking about how was My Donut performing in last editions. My Donut always performs very well. He's pretty much all of the editions like in the lead. But since you cannot play again if you win, like the champions stop playing the next semifinals, he obviously hasn't won yet in this season. So, but he's there. He's always there.
I did really like his methodology.
Mm-hmm.
Very much.
Now you could theoretically exploit PwnKit without a fully functional reverse shell. I mean, you can run any C that you want to run. Essentially, there's lots of ways to exploit it, but the most common way is by a little bit of C. So,
all right, here we go. Trying to bind a socket.
They might be just trying to go down a rabbit hole here, trying to get that reverse shell.
So Wade is actually trying to write it to the file system.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to create a new PHP file
that
he can then access through the browser.
Trying to cat it. It did cat properly to where he expects it. So we'll see how he tries to access it. This is going to come down to the wire between My Donut and Wade, it feels like.
Yeah.
How's My Donut doing, Al Hazard?
He's doing, I mean, he's still, again, I feel like he's tunneling a little bit on this pipe dream of a reverse shell. Like he can't You can't get the box to ping him. He can't. There's some kind of firewall thing that is preventing this from occurring. I would have to say. So at this point,
looks like Wade is about to be able to upload. He's coming back clean.
so it looks like he's trying. So
Wade's doing what my donut didn't, and just
he's
trying
URL encoding.
Nice. He's trying to run Netcat just right off the host.
Yeah, but it's not actually calling out to him. The response would be hanging if it was actually calling out.
Mm-hmm.
It's trying to get out and failing because there's probably a firewall thing happening here.
Internal server error on his PHP file that he had.
Oh, he's trying to get a bind shell. Well, that's I would imagine that if there's IP tables in the way, it's probably going to be in the way in the other direction as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's worth a shot.
Does anyone here has an eye out for my donut? Apparently his also.
I've just jumped back over to my donut.
There. Okay.
So there's his socket.
Okay, my donut's going back to the parse.py again.
They're both still struggling with this reverse shell.
Yeah.
I think at this point, again, I would have just abandoned it. I've had this. You see this on internal networks a lot when you manage to compromise a website from like another domain or another segment of the network, and there's firewalls and network segmentation in your way.
This is a little interesting.
Oh God! Don't remind me of the ICMP reverse shell hell that I went through on stream that one time. Oh. My viewers remember when I took on Hack the Box's Minion, was it? I think it was Minion, the one that has it had a similar issue where you could only access the machine through a web server through which you could get RCE, but all ports outbound were blocked, all ports inbound were blocked except for the web server, and you had to use ICMP to get a reverse shell, and it was a gargantuan pain.
Looks like my donut wants to relive that.
Yep. I mean, this is going to be a race down to the wire. They're both knocking on the door.
What's the time on the clock? Like 20 minutes?
Yep.
25.
At this point, again, I think you abandon the reverse shell, and I think you just try to go with Pwn Kit.
Mm-hmm.
And you customize the exploit so that it doesn't just... Most Pwn Kit exploits will start you an interactive shell as root, but you can just have it do any number of things. Just make bin bash an SUID binary or something.
Okay. My donut found a cron job that runs parse.py outputs to an output.log.
That must be the WordPress thing, because I remember Donut was playing with some WordPress functionality with that output.log.
Oh, okay.
He was seeing that he was trying to get it to include a different file instead of output.log.
Gotcha.
Looks like Wade has kind of hit a little bit of a stumbling block.
And I think they're all kind of, well, both he and Donut are kind of at the same stumbling block here. Just not really sure what to do about this IP tables situation.
They got 20 minutes to figure it out.
Yep.
There are some really nice web shells out there that'll let you change directories and do all the stuff that you would it would seem like you're in an interactive prompt. So I think at this point you should be trying to use one of those.
Oh, the computer technician also with 500 points now in the last 20 minutes.
Okay.
Right, good job.
He found donut.php. Again.
Oh, that would happen?
Again, as the prophecy foretold.
Oh, did.
I think
They're all just
I think
Oh,
anybody that used Donut's code needs to send him a beer.
I wonder how's the chat if they're like just joking with
God.
Donut. I guess not. All right.
Yeah, he's trying. Ipsec points out a good point. The magic word is actually not CMD. It's actually donut.
Yeah, that's why he's not
And
getting
so
any.
he's hitting a little stumbling block there. Yeah. Oh, so now it looks like my donut is he writing? Is this a PHP?
Oh, wow.
It looks like he's doing some crazy PHP stuff, or some crazy. He's got a base 64 encoded thing he's piping into Bash, so he's doing something.
Yeah, I missed the first part of it, and that's what I was waiting to see what he was doing here.
You know, that's a good point. You know, Ipsec just said Linpeas in the stream chat, and I haven't seen anybody make an attempt to. Oh, is that what he's putting? He's trying to put it Oh, that's the
Oh, he's trying to run Lin
trying
Piece.
to add Lin piece so that he can execute.
Does he not know the way? He looked for Pwn Kit earlier, or he looked at PK Exec earlier.
Yeah, I know. So he's
Does he not know the way?
trying to take the whole shelf
He
script
doesn't-
of Lin piece.
I applaud his gumption here. I guess we'll call it gumption. I'm not sure it's necessary.
There's definitely easier ways.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
checking
I
the
don't.
scores.
Finding your script, dude.
It's plenty of time. He's got 19 minutes. Plenty of time.
And it looks like Wade is looking at Pwn Kit currently.
Mm-hmm. Wade seems to take everything that my donut looks at and moves on from to the next step. You know,
He's
he
definitely
made an
getting
attempt
more thought.
to use Netcat on the host to connect to his listener. He's taking everything that my donut kind of thinks about and then moves on to something else, and he's actually trying it. I hope he tries Ponkid.
There is this tendency in high stress environments like this to be like to just throw stuff at the wall. Like if something doesn't work, move on to the next thing. So I can empathize there. Oh, so now he's even trying pseudo edit. Like, but you're not going to try Pwn Kit? You're hurting me, Donut. I believed. It's so easy.
And the bad part is when it's all said and done, they're going to look back and just go, wow.
Yeah, Wade. Wade is trying Pwn Kit. He
There we
is
go.
modifying a Pwn Kit exploit as we speak.
I knew it. I knew he
I
would.
like his I like the cut of his jib, as they say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
think
man. I mean,
he's on the right path here.
resistance, right? Come on.
He's catting the entire every file in the root directory into dev shm, which is that's the way you could go with it. Yeah.
Just make it all readable. Who cares?
Yep.
Let's go.
Quick and dirty. I like it. I think he may get there. I think he's on the. I believe in Wade.
Yeah, he's
And
the fact that he's out of time. He's just throwing the nuclear option.
it's the battle between Marina and myself now. I've got 60 hacker points on my donut, and I believe she put her bet on
On
Wade.
Wade, yes. I'm Team Wade, yes.
Yeah. It's going to come down to the wire here with about 15 minutes left.
Yeah, and IPSEC is right. The soothsayer called that he should have restricted it to his IP, and it looks like Donut might have this snatched out right from under him by someone who came in on his coattails. So OPSEC, so joke is on me for laughing for saying IPSEC was being smug about the OPSEC.
And Donut came all the way from the last place. We saw him advancing a lot in the beginning of the game. Then he kind of got stuck and everyone submitted flags. Donut was the last one to submit the flags. And then he submitted the second one first and everyone ascended to the first place. And Wade is coming for him. Wade is taking advantage of everything he's left behind.
He slightly mangled his base 64 there. Did you see that?
I missed that.
He deleted the second equal sign at the end.
That.
I hope that doesn't break his command.
I'm having stream issues with my donut. Here we go. I think he was having virtual machine issues or something. He's shutting his guests down, so this is going to give Wade a huge advantage. If he needs to shut down his Kali instance because he's having VM issues, that's gonna give Wade some time where my donut can't do anything. Looks like he tried running sudo edit -s, and then something happened here in his VM. It's freezing up on him.
And it looks like Wade just got done doing his encoding.
Yeah, VMware just froze for my donut. I can't get anything to power down. Can't get it to close out. He's just stuck.
The horror.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's terrible.
He's trying to shut down the gas, trying to escape VMware Workstation, suspend it. Nothing will work. He's getting errors.
Yeah, you hate to see that.
It says that the power operation is already in progress, but nothing's happened because it's stalled.
And let me see.
Wade is trying to write a. It looks like again he slightly mangled his base 64 and it didn't write.
Yeah,
I would say he was going really fast and he just barely mangled it.
But it was enough.
It was enough. It broke base 64-D. You never really know if that's if that'll break it or not. Base 64-D is probably throwing invalid input.
I think at this point, Wade got the path cleared. It's just a matter of him working through the small issues. My donut is just frozen.
That sucks.
He opened up Rocket League for some reason, so Rocket League is loading on his screen now. Maybe he gave up and he just wants to play Rocket League now. He's going to stream some Rocket League. He is playing Rocket League. What is going on here?
They do that. Sometimes they just freaking open video games and start playing. We had a few competitors just playing chess in the middle of the CTF because they needed like a 15-minute break.
Oh my gosh, he doesn't have 15 minutes to break. He's got 60 of my hacker points.
I think your boy may have just gave up, bud.
I think he gave
up. I think he gave up.
He was so close.
Oh, donut.
Rocket League, but come on, my donut. All right.
I believed.
Does he even have skills in Rocket League though? This is my new thing now. Maybe my hacker points will go towards that.
That's just depressing. I mean, it was so close there.
Oh, man, that sucks. Yep, it's all Wade. All eyes on Wade now. Come on,
well, maybe he's just waiting for his VM to reboot.
No, the VM, he never went into Task Manager and killed the process. He just opened up Rocket League and gave up. VMware,
I believe in. I respect that. I respect that. And he's even playing it on the screen.
I know.
I know. If you're gonna go down in flames, make it monumental.
I respect it.
I'll be right back.
You're gonna lose this. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go.
He may tie. We'll see if Wade manages to just barely get this to work here. He's trying to write the compiled binary, the compiled PwnKit binary to the server.
It's all down to Wade now.
He can either win or be stuck in second place. He has less than 10 minutes to do so. Just a reminder here in the chat, my donut hasn't lost yet. That's the thing. Wade is getting there, but there's just very little time for him to finish figuring out what he needs to do. told y'all, UHC always. It's always
keeps
very
it
impressive
spicy.
what they can do in the last minutes. And Wade
Keeps
has
it
10
very
minutes
spicy.
either to win or to get second place. That's it.
Honestly, if he can write this binary to the thing and execute Pwn Kit, if the system is vulnerable to Pwn Kit, it will just be over immediately.
Yeah.
It's very easy to exploit. It is not involved at all. But he doesn't seem to be writing he doesn't seem to be succeeding in writing the file. You may want to cut it up into parts.
Wade is just in a race with himself right now.
It's a race against the clock. I can feel his frustration. I can. It is palpable. I can absolutely feel him molding through the Discord stream. I can feel it.
He's so close. And you can tell by the misclicks and the miss.
Yeah, his hand is shaking. He's making little misclick. Yeah,
his heart's racing. He knows. He knows he's close.
But he's got to be self-aware of that time clock.
Heart's beating, hands are sweaty, mom's spaghetti, etc. Is that the meme? I don't know.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Meanwhile, we're all sitting at the edge of our seats, at the edge of our chairs.
Yeah, it's easy for us because we're like, no, why don't you do this? And it's much different for people who are actually in the hot seat.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I know.
Been there.
There's an extra PHP file that wasn't there the last time you did this, Wade. Somebody else has figured it out. You misspelled file and didn't catch it. Oh, he did. All right. He caught it.
Yep.
Did he fix his base 64 finally?
He's about to.
He did.
God, that cost him so much. That may cost him the...
Wait, I think that he has a leading F.
This last 5 minutes countdown. You got 5 minutes,
don't
Wade.
tack on. Just keep it simple, dude. Keep it simple.
Dude,
No.
no.
Stop with the
No,
semicolons.
doing?
No. Keep it simple.
I think when he highlighted everything, he missed the first F. So he pasted his base 64 with an F on the front of it.
Oh no, he keeps doing that. Ah.
Joe is like piercing the screen with his game. He's like,
I can feel
biting
no one
his
is
nails.
no one is raging harder than Wade. He is so close here. My goodness,
Dude,
I
you
feel
did
for
it
him.
Twice, man.
Twice he mangled his base 64. It's
Oh. Look at it.
It's very funny to listen to both of the streams at the same time because the Brazilian are just also screaming at the stream. They're all very pissed at this point.
Oh my
Because
god.
they all know personally know Wade, so they're like personally
Oh, no.
screaming to Wade.
Oh,
Like,
they're gonna
"Come
give
on,
him shit
man!"
for that.
Oh, he is.
for sure.
He's not living this one down. For a
Maybe
while.
he thinks that it's. What is he doing? No, it's not your
No,
thing
come on,
compiled.
man.
No.
Go back to the basics. You're right. You are right. You just fucked up your fucking. Oh, your copy and paste, man.
Wade is killing me.
Yeah, we can officially say that my donut is thrown in the towel as he hasn't moved from.
Well, so is Wade. Like,
Well, no,
he's
he's
throwing.
going down swinging at least.
He's major league throwing right now. He is throwing super hard.
I need to see. I want to see the beginning of this basics before. And
Look at the top.
if it's 2Fs, he's not gonna. It's.
Ugh, you hate to see that. Again, he's just trying to do too much. Keep it back to basics, my dude.
At this
4
point, it's not about.
minutes.
No,
It's not
you-
about looking like you're elite. It's just get the box done.
His
No,
encode
it's-
is correct. I think he's doing too much, like you're saying.
He's doing too much at once.
Yes, he's got a single F there. He's gonna give it another shot at the pace. I think he's watching the stream chat.
He's probably listening to us. No, no.
We're rooting for you, man.
The inside, right? I don't think he would do it.
I believe in him. Okay, I believe.
Can I
and
transfer
Ipsec's
my
like-
bet from my donut over?
Yes, get rid of that.
Awesome.
Yes.
There we go. Yes,
Simple.
finally, we're getting. Okay, great.
Yes.
Is it gonna
Yes.
work?
3 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Why? No, what are you doing?
Is there a timer?
No.
No, just
Wait,
Still nothing.
wait. Come on, dude.
Let's go, boy. Let's
He's
go.
doing
Wade,
it
you
out
can
of
do this.
order now. Wait, no. Like, did it right? It did right. He wrote it. The shared object file is on there. Pwnekit.so is on there. I can see it. Or
Yes.
did he write it to XPL or whatever? Okay.
Yes, we'll be there.
2
Okay,
minutes.
it's there. Excellent. God, if Ipsec's right again, I'm gonna be mad. He's in chat going, "How great is it gonna be if he gets to read the flag but runs out of time before submitting?" And he might. This guy might be the soothsayer again.
Dude, this,
2
enough.
minutes. Come on.
I can't take this. I mean,
Oh.
this rivals the NFL playoff
Oh.
game from last weekend.
Yes.
It's
O'Day here also
this
having
did
a
not
hard
need
time
to be
in chat.
such a nail biter.
0 Day yelling at him from Twitch chat. Run it!
Come on, dude.
Come on!
Okay,
1 minute. 1 minute countdown.
Oh my
is he
god!
trying to get error messages?
It's the last minute.
Yeah.
Ah,
Ipsec
man.
saying there's only 45
40
seconds left.
Oh,
He gave up.
the horror.
What does that say?
Oh.
Somebody read that? Can somebody read Portuguese?
I'm guessing it-
generate
I don't-
shell. It's gonna execute whatever I put on.
Yeah, I speak. I don't speak Portuguese, but I think he's saying he can't get a shell, so he can't execute his
Yeah.
exploit, which is fine. I think he could get there if he wasn't so wrapped around the axle, but that's okay.
Well, you know what? I mean, at the end of the day, I'll be watching your next stream where you complete this for us using phone.
All right, that's it.
No, no, don't
That's
do
the
that.
end. Scoreboard is
That's it.
down. It's over. Yep.
Wow, good times though.
Yep.
Donut is still playing Rocket League,
Way
huh?
to go, guys.
Oh no, he's looking at the scores. He's
This is for my donut because this is where my bet went.
All right, everyone. everyone. So thank you for staying here. You don't have to do nothing here on the chat. Just stay in the chat because the staff is going to start the raid for the Brazilian channel where we're going to find our Brazilian folks and we're going to talk with My Donut. We're going to interview him to know his a little bit more about his walkthrough. Ipsec's going to be there as well with us in the chat to illuminate us with some
To be
questions.
smug.
To be smug. So just don't have to do nothing. Just stay here. If you don't speak Portuguese, that's okay. We're gonna both speak Portuguese and English. We're gonna translate everything. It's gonna be bilingual. So if you're not understanding a single word that we're saying, just wait a few minutes and we're gonna start translating. So don't worry. Okay? We'll see you there.
Waiting for your Pwn Kid streaming? I did it in my last stream, ADH. I did it on my own Cali in the last stream.
Guests, so you can see here in the chat.